I'll never be more loved than I am right now. Wasn't holding you up, so there's nothing I can do.
Good morning, fam, and happy Thursday to you. This is Dr. Tommy Pringle coming to you again with another work week, inspirational and encouraging message for today. On yesterday, we talked about the power of prayer and how that scripture gave me a visual of my God having a halo of protection around me that can sometimes be in the form of armies with chariots of fire protecting me. Today we're going to focus on turning bad into good. And we'll be coming out of the book of 2 Kings again in chapter 6, lifting up verses 19 through 23, where they read, "And Elisha said to them, 'This is not the way, and this is not the city. Follow me, and I will bring you to the man whom you seek.' And he led them to Samaria. And soon as they entered Samaria, Elisha said, 'O Lord, open the eyes of these men, that they may see.' So the Lord opened their eyes, and they saw, and behold, they were in the midst of Samaria. As soon as the king of Israel saw them, he said to Elisha, 'My father, shall I strike them down?' 'Shall I strike them down?' he answered. 'You shall not strike them down. Would you strike down those whom you have taken captive with your sword and with your bow? Set bread and water before them, that they may eat and drink and go to their master.' So he prayed for them. A great feast prepared, and then when he had eaten and drunk, he sent them away, and then went to their master. And the Syrians did not come again on raids into the land of Israel." Now, I know that was a mouthful, but I want us to capture the full impact of what took place. The power of prayer and the power of God was experienced. We see where God took action against our enemies that intended to do us harm. But here we see grace extended by Elisha, offering to lead the enemies that they are now blinded because of him due to their action to come up against God's children. So now the offender is in a defender position that is relying on the previous defender who is now in an offending position. And when one feels defenseless, sometimes they throw their arms up and surrender and have to place their trust in the ones that have the upper hand to not do them any harm. And because of the child of God that Elisha is, he chose kindness rather than revenge and extended grace. We also see restoration take place by God restoring their sight only at the request of God's child. As children of God, we're going to be placed in similar scenarios where our adversaries will become defenseless and relying on us to not take the same action towards them that they were intending to take towards us to do us harm. And we're going to have to decide whether or not we want to extend grace and mercy as a child of God or land on their same level and take negative actions towards them. And we see where an act of grace that was extended prevented additional raids on the land by the Syrians. So not only did the act of kindness of grace open up their eyes, but it also opened up their heart. Allow that to resonate in your spirit today as the Lord continues to shape and mold you into the Christian leader that he called you to be. I love you with the love of the Lord. Be blessed this week.